Welcome to H2K Infosys. H2K Infosys is a e-verify business based in Atlanta, Georgia, United States. We provide 100% job-oriented, instructor-led, face-to-face, true live online software training programs. It also includes access to cloud test lab with software tools. We provide live project for you to work on. We also provide assistance with mock interviews, resume preparation and review, and job placement assistance. H2K Infosys is trusted by so many students across the world. H2K Infosys provides world-class services in IT training with real-time project work for corporates and individuals, special IT training for MS students in the United States, software design, development, QA manual and automation, performance testing and maintenance, IT staff augmentation, job placement assistance, and tech support.
Are you people able to see my desktop?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let's start in 2 minutes.
Hi, Neha. Venkat here.
Hi, Venkat. You have any doubt?
Actually, the factory method, whatever we have discussed, I was not able to implement. Somehow, I think I missed something, or I'm not able to implement that. Is it like the topic will be coming sometime later, or?
No, I mean, see, actually, what were we discussing? It's how a superclass, you can return any of the subclass objects when you have a superclass difference. That is what we were discussing, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, what's the error that you are getting?
No. That implementation, I think I'm not getting that logic. For example, what I have done, I have created an interface. Then I have created a class 1, class 2, implementing the same interface.
Okay, perfect.
Then I have written another factory class. Then I think in that I have to write a logic based on some input. It should call the appropriate class.
Okay. For example, let's say I'm creating an interface. Okay. Like, what did you create?
I just created nothing, just a method with the sum of two numbers or something like that. That's some small program I have created.
Okay. So I'm saying, right, add of int a comma int b. Okay. What is the error that I'm getting in this? Folks, anyone?
I think the return.
The return type of the method. Okay. So I'm creating 2 classes, right? I'm saying I'm very class 1 and I add the interface. Okay. So you have created one more class, Venkat. Please let me know if I am doing something wrong.
Yes, I have created another class. Implementing the same.
Okay. Yes. So next, you have created a factory class. Okay. So you are writing to do a factory method, right?
Yes. This is the confusion. So what input I will give them?
Yes. See, here anything. It depends on the logic of 2 different classes. For example, like, based on, like, say, the first one is this object, or for example, if you pass a string, let's say, and depending on the string, you deduce it and instantiate one object or the other. So the return type should be the interface, so that we will be able to return both the classes. So I'm just taking an input, I'm just, an int. If it is 1, I'll return the first object. If it is 2, I'll return the second object. That is my logic. Okay? Folks, let me know if anyone has any difficulties in viewing my screen.
No.
Okay, so here, if you want to call the factory, right, so I have to create an object of factory as an instance method, okay, for example. So I say factory dot, usually it will be like get instance or something, like. So if I pass 1, right? Okay, for example, if I say IMPL class 1 return type here, I cannot return IMPL class 2, right?
Yes.
So for example, depending on the input, I know that I am getting an IMPL class 1, okay? So, but I know that I will be getting that. So I say IMPL 1, but still it gives you compilation error because the return type reference is interface 1, right? So if you know that the object is of type IMPL class 1, we have to add a cast to it.
No, why we are adding IMPL class 1, IMPL 1 here?
We are adding that because the return type of this method is interface 1, right?
Yes.
So when you try to put, a superclass reference to a subclass reference, even though the object is of subclass, we have to put a cast here saying we are aware of it.
So here we are telling in class 1.
Because the return type of this method is interface 1, right?
Correct.
So interface 1 is the super interface. You cannot put it directly to a subclass. We need to do a casting. We need to do cast. This is what is called as casting. When you try to put a bigger one into a smaller one, we have to cast it. Even though the object is IMPL class 1, as the reference, the return type is interface 1, we have to cast it. Saying, like, by casting, the compiler understands that we are saying it, we know even the reference is interface 1, we are getting IMPL class 1 object. That's what we exactly saying when we do a cast.
Here we are saying this return type is interface. Then
okay, let me ask you this question. Why are we saying it as interface 1 as a return type? Why cannot we say IMPL class 1 or IMPL class 2? Because if I say IMPL class 1, I cannot return IMPL class 2 object. If I say IMPL class 2, I cannot return IMPL class 1 object, right?
Okay.
But if I say super interface, I can return any of these 2 objects. Because we can assign, yes, we can assign subclass objects.
Right?
We can assign subclass objects to a super class reference or a super interface reference.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
So that's why we're making the return type as interface 1, right?
Okay.
Which means the object it holds can be any of the subclass objects, right?
Yes.
That's why it gives us a compilation error. But when we put IMPL class 1, we are saying we know that the object is of IMPL class 1. That's like we are, informing the compiler.
Yes.
That's why we need to put a cast.
Yes. Okay.
Megha, which one is parent class?
There is no parent class here. We have interface. We have interface 1.
So super class?
there is no superclass here. We have the interface. We have an interface, and we are creating two classes which implements the interface.
Oh, okay. Okay, Nega.
See, actually, a class can extend another class, right?
Okay.
In the same way, we have an interface, and a class implements an interface, right? So here we have an interface. We created an interface, and we created two classes which implements that interface. Okay, got it?
Okay. Then I have sent one program in Viva chat. Do you see?
How to create main and call the methods.
Yeah.
I mean, we have done in the previous. Okay, this is how we have the main method, right? We have the main method. If we want to call this method, we have to create an object of it, and we are saying object reference dot method name. That's how we call the method.
Okay. Okay. Then how to initialize the value?
You mean for the data type?
Yes.
For example, let's say if I have a variable I is equal to, as the ensure is equal to. Okay, for example, if I want to access a different value to it, as it's an instance variable, I access on the object. Oh, sorry, it should be factory. It's not IMPL. This is how we initialize the variables, initialize the value to the variables.
Okay.
Anyone who has just joined today? I mean, I was like, someone has joined today. I'm not sure if that would. I mean, who has joined today? Yeah?
I missed your last class. So, what you're teaching today, does it is it a continuation of the last class, or is it something new which is not related to the last?
I mean, today I'll be talking about overriding. Inheritance and overriding today.
Okay.
Okay. So, folks, what is inheritance? Any one of you? Like, I'm muting everyone. Whoever wants to talk, please unmute, okay. What is inheritance? Any one of you?
Inheritance is when you have some common methods and instant variables that you want to use the same code in the other classes. You can inherit that particular class, and then once you do extend, that's the way you inherit it. Then you will have all the access towards the class and the instance objects and the constructor of the superclass.
Okay. For example, I have a class mobile. Okay? Folks, listen very carefully. I have a class mobile. Can I create a class landline inheriting mobile? Is it right or wrong? And why? There is no harm if you say wrong.
I think they both belong like different classes of telephones. So if you say
see, when we say inheritance, we should not be just inheriting the class just to reuse variables and methods. That's one purpose of it, that we reuse the code. But inheritance is a relationship. When we inherit a class, is a relationship should pass. Can I say landline is a mobile? I cannot say, right? Landline is not a mobile, right? So I cannot say landline extends mobile. So the bottom line is, when we inherit a class, the subclass gets all the variables and methods. But we shouldn't be inheriting a class just to use variables and methods. Is a relationship should pass when we are inheriting a class. Folks, is that clear?
Yeah, it's an English term, right? It's basically
Exactly.
what it is. So superclass is a big subclass is a.
Exactly. So when I say car extends vehicle, car is a vehicle, right? So as an English word is a car is a vehicle, right? Okay. So I'm creating a class vehicle and I create a move method inside vehicle. Folks, stop me, this is very important topic in Java. Today we are discussing about overriding, which is very, very important. So folks, please pay attention. So here I define a method called as move. Now I'll create a class car extending vehicle. So will I be able to use this move method in the car class?
Yes.
Why?
Car is a subclass of vehicle.
Okay.
Can
I use it?
Will have the move property.
Inherit the properties of vehicle.
Okay. So can I access it even if it is private?
No, you cannot. Only public
Web
variables can be. Only when it is public you can inherit.
Okay. So for instance, I'll make it as public. So I should be able to access it in the car class, right? Okay. So folks, even I'm reiterating the previous classes. So can I say vehicle V is equal to new car?
Yes.
We can say that. We can assign a subclass object to a superclass reference, right?
Hi, Neha.
Yes?
I just got here actually. Can you explain a little bit now? Can you back up a little bit and explain what we're doing here?
Yeah. In the today's class, I'm trying to explain inheritance. I already explained inheritance. I'm explaining it one more time on what inheritance is, and I'm going to explain overriding. So for the purpose of it, I have created a vehicle class and I created a move method inside it. And I have created a car class extending vehicle.
So, okay. So what is the overriding? Is the overriding?
Sorry?
So overriding is a package or what?
No, overriding is a concept.
It's a constant.
Concept.
Okay.
Folks, I request every one of you to please use microphones so that when we talk, it avoids some kind of, resound. It's just for everyone's sake. Okay, whenever you have some doubts, you can unmute yourself. So here, you can unmute when I ask questions. Okay? So,
Another question I have here is when you
yes, Rahul.
the reference variable that vehicle V, the V that is basically you're giving a superclass reference variable by creating an object of the subclass.
Yes, exactly. We can assign a subclass object to a superclass reference variable.
Okay, to access the properties of that.
Yes.
But Neha, when you do vehicle V equals to new vehicle, it by default it calls the constructor of the superclass, isn't it, from the last class?
Yes.
So what is the difference between these two?
See, in this line, it creates object of the vehicle class. Okay? Folks, listen very, very carefully. In this particular line, it creates the object of the vehicle class. So what happens? The constructor in the vehicle class gets called. Okay?
Okay.
In this line, it creates object of the car class. It calls the constructor of the car class, which internally calls the constructor of the vehicle class. Folks, you people are clear on this?
Neha, can you just repeat the second one?
Yes. Here,
Object of car.
Yes. We are creating the object of class car. So whenever we create object of class car, what happens? The class constructor gets called, right?
Yes.
The car class constructor gets called. So we have read that, we have known that like whenever we call the subclass constructor, in the subclass constructor, it implicitly has a call to superclass no argument constructor, right?
Yes.
So it internally calls a superclass, vehicle class constructor.
So many of our students have given testimonials on how our training programs are. You will find them on kudzu.com and on our website H2KInfosys.com. On our website H2KInfosys.com, you will also find more detailed information on who we are, the courses that we offer, what each course covers. Also, if you're interested in a demo program, please register on our homepage on the left-hand side. Just give us more information about yourself and we will send you a link for a demo class. The demo class is absolutely free. Experience our commitment by just attending an orientation workshop at no cost. Our team of faculty and advisors are here to guide you with the right information. If you still have more questions, please feel free to call us. Call us at 770-777-1269. This is a United States number. If you're calling from the UK, call us at 020-337-17615. You can also email us at training@h2kinfosys.com or h2kinfosys@gmail.com. Thank you for watching our videos. We wish you a great career in information technology.